Oh gosh. Hey everyone. Oh, so I just went for a little walk, and I mean a little walk. Like I went down the stairs, and then I went outside, and just walked. Shoot, jeez. I mean a little walk, like 100 feet. Stood in the sun. Stood there for a few minutes, probably about 5 minutes. Walked back, did my stairs, made a protein smoothie, and I'm exhausted. I'm winded. I'm deconditioned. My legs are exhausted. My back is exhausted. And it made me really think of something. We compare ourselves to others all the time. Of course, that's something that is hard for us not to do as humans. And I think it's our human nature for us to compare ourselves to others. And it can be a good thing, if we use that to better ourselves. But if you watch a lot of these videos of people who had spinal fusions and similar surgeries and procedures, and they're out there living life after like a month or 2 weeks, and you're like, wow, I'm still in so much pain. Why? This is unfair. Like, just understand that each person's situation and experience is going to be completely individual to themselves. The amount of nerve damage that I had in my legs for years, for 18 years, is pretty severe. And my legs feel better now, but not great. And my back feels a little better, but not great. And I'm a little concerned. Of course, it's only been a month for me, and not even 4 weeks, almost 4 weeks. I mean, and for me, it's barely been 4 weeks. Tomorrow actually, no, 2 days. 2 days will be 4 weeks. And I'm really deconditioned. But this morning, I was able to stretch for a few minutes. I just stretched my legs, stretched my calves, lower body. It didn't affect the lower back at all. And that's a first. That's a baby step. I was able to walk 100 feet and then 100 feet back, so 200 feet and then steps without pain. So baby steps. So I think we have to really understand that procedures like this are about the baby steps. They're really about the small and simple things that we get to appreciate each day as we progress. But you got to keep your mind occupied, because without things to do, it's hard to explain to people. Without things to do and pain pills available to you, you're going to get very complacent. If you're addicted by nature, which I am. So doing nothing all day long is made much easier when you're high on pain pills. Let's be real. But doing nothing sober is very hard on the mind. It's very mentally debilitating almost, to the point where you're like going crazy. So you got to keep your mind busy. You got to have things to do. So just some thoughts for today. So I'm going to use my Philips Norelco shaver here that comes with this little body attachment for getting behind you. It's been a really great tool, and you can take it out and just use it like this. And it does work really well in those, sensitive areas down there. I don't know if you can see, but this little razor gets actually pretty close, almost like a real clean shave. I'm pretty impressed with it. So I'm about halfway done. I've got my chest done. I still have to do my stomach, but I'm pretty winded, and my back is starting to get really, not painful, but just weak. So I'm gonna go sit down for a little while, and then we'll finish up in a few minutes.
Rick's over, let's go!
Let me know when you need me.
15, 16 guys, a few new kids breaking in. Same extreme.
Now, I haven't really felt my legs in about 10 years because I've had my nerves running down my legs, especially my sciatic nerves, both of them, impinged for so long. I've had particles of disc just pushing on my nerves. Today is a special day because I can feel my legs in a way that I haven't felt them in years. And I have some numbness in my one big toe in my right leg. And I have a little pain in my hips. And of course I have pain in my incision where the cage was installed. And to catch you up, I had an L5-S1 Plif Spinal Fusion. And they had to do a lot of nerve repair because my nerves down my legs have been damaged for so long. It was about a 3.5-hour procedure. And I had a very interesting experience because 2 days after my surgery in the hospital, I was negligently discharged early. I was sent home for some reason, and my surgeon, who was actually a very renowned and what I know now to be a phenomenal neurosurgeon at the University of Penn, he had anticipated that I'd be there for a few more days, and somebody along the way discharged me. And that led to a very long and lengthy and painful ordeal that I'll explain to you at another time. But today I just wanted to kind of celebrate, feel my body in a way I haven't felt my body in years. And I'm in pain right now. I am. Standing here, I mean, I can feel my incision. I can feel my hardware in my back. Again, I've got a cage. I've got a plate with 4 screws. And I feel some pain in my hips, like I was saying, but it's very different than the pain I was experiencing before the surgery. But obviously, this is different for me, guys and gals. You haven't seen me this hairy. I used to grow a beard every winter. I kind of stopped doing that, not because I didn't like the gray and the shades of color coming through, but let me give you a close-up there. We got some gray, I got some red. My heritage is Irish. I'm Irish and English, and we've got some nice coloration in there for the beard, but I don't mind it at all. I just prefer a nice clean shaven look, but I'm a manscaper. I've been shaving my whole body since I've had hair because I end up getting a lot of hair. And I don't really like it. I don't like body hair. I shave my arms, I shave my legs, so this is a lot of hair for me. My kids aren't even used to seeing me with this much hair. I was concerned about losing muscle mass, not working out, of not eating a lot, but definitely keeping my protein intake in. I have lost some weight. I've lost a few pounds, but I'm not necessarily concerned about the weight. It's harder for me to put it back on, that's all it is, but I will. I've got to wear this brace for another, 2.5 months, 9 weeks, and they said I have to wear it for a total of 12, so 12 minus 3, holy cow, 9, okay. So I've gotten off the pain meds for the most part. I still need them once in a while. Just really trying to get myself back into like stabilization, I guess. I'm very shaky, and there's definitely a lot that I wasn't expecting. So first off, I'm excited to kind of start shaving my body hair. So while I've got some energy, I'm just going to quickly start a little bit. I don't usually have a lot of strength to shave much. I have to shave in sections. I'll shave my neck, then sit down for an hour, shave my around here and then my head, and sit down for another hour. But I haven't had the strength or the energy to get to my body hair, and I'd like to be, clean shaven and not have a lot of body hair. So let's shave a little bit. Plus, I want to show you guys one of my favorite razors. I got this razor by Philips Norelco just in my local CVS drugstore, and it came with this attachment. It's a body shaver. It came with this attachment so you can reach all the hard to get to areas with the razor, and it has cut blades up top and on the bottom, and then it has this nice trimmer. It's so convenient. It works so well for me to get to my whole body. And yes, it works for your manly areas. It works on your and in your I wonder if I can say on here. Can I say on here? It works on your manly private parts just fine. Every once in a while I'll get a nick, which, as you guys mostly probably know, doesn't feel very good, and it surprises you and comes out of nowhere. So let's just get to shaving some hands. I'm gonna shave my fingers here real quick. I think I would like to get the Manscaping, whatever that thing is, just to see how it holds up against this Phillips, because this thing was only, I don't know, 30 bucks, $29.99 maybe. The head pops off here for cleaning. Now, although this video is not sponsored by Philips Norelco, I certainly would be happy to have them sponsor me, because I think this is a great product that many of you, I think, would really love using. And guys, there are some women that love hairy guys. I know, I get that. But there's also a lot of women that love that clean shave. I can attest to you that. Whew, yeah, my back's getting pretty tired right now already, so I'm not sure I'm even going to make it through this second hand here. Yeah, I'm going to have to go sit down just because they told me not to overdo it, and I definitely don't want to overdo this. Alright, so, as I pointed out in a few other videos, if you are getting a spinal fusion, this zero gravity chair has been such a blessing. Oh, I gotta take this back brace off. I figured I'd be in a lot of pain still, and all my home nurses have been a little concerned about my incision. Oh, I should probably show you that. Let me show you what my back is looking like. So I admit it's kind of gnarly looking, but as far as an incision goes, I think that my surgeon did a great job stitching me up. I had a lot of staples there that were removed, and I think it's healing pretty well. At least all my nurses seem to say so, except for that little bubble of redness down at the bottom. That seems to be concerning to them apparently, but I can feel my hardware. It's definitely weird. I can definitely internally feel that I've got some stuff going on in there. So, but remember, we're all going to heal differently, and it's going to be different. It's going to be a different journey for each of us.